Hey, quick message. Are you feeling any anxiety about this whole AI train right now? Trust me, you're not alone. And you're not crazy, right? You just made this be early. And here's the thing that nobody's actually talking about. The winners aren't the most technical. They aren't the most smartest. They are the directors, the people who can actually articulate an outcome to get the AI to execute on it. That's the real advantage today that nobody's talking about. Not coding, not complexity, direction.
With K right glows. The grind so bright, turn grit to gold in the pale moonlight from the concrete roads. Success takes flight, smooth steps to the top.
Now, to be
Call me
honest with you,
K
this year I
right.
think it really finally clicked to me that I've been actually playing around with AI for years and been directing AI for years. I just didn't really have a name for it at that time or really realize it, right? Every time I describe the final product, every time I set constraints or set any automations up, whether that was, telling it the tone, structure, the time to send out, here's what it looks like. AI pretty much handled that for me. And that's all it really is directing the outcome, setting the guardrails, and let the machine carry the heavyweight. Once I understood that, everything unlocked for me. Now, I know right now, like, fear versus reality. What is that? So I know people keep saying that AI versus humans, AI is here to take over. Beware AI, like it's going to take all of our jobs, right? It's just this big craze around it right now. But I want to bring you guys into a little bit of reality versus a fear based and kind of get you to look at the possibilities of what's possible with this AI. I don't think it's AI versus humans. It's not a fight, it's not a competition. It's simply human prompt versus outcome. AI is like the crew or like the assistant that you never ever had, like the smart best friend, right? It can be the editor, it could be the researcher, it could be the draft machine, but you are the director, and that always what comes back to it. Whatever outcome that you direct it to is the outcome that you're going to get. Now, I can go in there and put multiple different things, or I can put multiple different prompts in it. You can put multiple different prompts in it, and you can get two totally different outcomes, right? And then I look at it like this: AI drafts, summarizes, structures, automates, and it never gets tired, right? Like us humans, we can't go 24/7. Your edge is your clarity, your edge is your taste, your edge is how you frame the outcome. So I would say tell people stop thinking me versus AI and start thinking from a standpoint of me, clarity, infinite output. Bring the outcome, AI brings the output. It's just as simple as that. Once again, I'll say it again. You bring the outcome, AI brings the output. Okay, so for the next section, the director mindset. What does it take? And it sounds complicated. It's like, oh my God, like I gotta like tell it all this. And I really think to be simplistic about it, directing isn't complicated. Let's be honest. It's simple if you slow it down and thinking about it like this. Define the outcome, right? And then basically what it means to define that outcome is what should this look like when it's done? What should it feel like? What should the audience walk away with, right? And then you have number two, specific constraints. You give it to give it an example. Here are specific constraints. Hey, do you want it to use this tone? Do you want it to be this certain amount of length? What do's and don'ts do you want the AI to do? You pretty much tell AI what's good and what good actually isn't at that point, and then you construct it from there. AI helps you create versions, and then you pretty much pick the final outcome of it as what you want. And I always tell people it's kind of like the team that you never really had around you. Um, you know, AI is the team, it is the thinking partner, but you are the quality, right? Now, I want to get into this next thing is basically called director flows. And to give you what I mean by director flows is, for instance, I used to use a CRM called REI Reply, similar to Go High Level nowadays. Back in 2021, we used to be able to go in there, upload leads into the system, and then I didn't have time to sit there and cold call people or text people all day. So I pretty much had to go in there and I created a sequence as far as what I wanted the AI to do, when I wanted to send out the text messages, what I wanted to reply back to. Whenever someone says a key word, that it will trigger a response from that AI to, hey, say this or ask this question. Or if somebody says, yes, they want to sell, then you need to take them through this sales process, right? And that's just as simple as far as AI. Like I said, director flows, putting the automations. How do you want this automation to flow? What is the intent that you want it to do? Is there anything that you don't want it to do? Is there anything that you want it to do? And that's pretty much what I mean as far as this directing it. Hey, what is the outcome that I'm searching for to get here? And what is the most simplistic way to explain it to AI so that it understands what it is that I'm looking to accomplish and what it is I'm looking to do. Now, I do want to throw this caveat in there real quick, and this is a little bonus section and it's really off the dome real quick. I really think the people that are going to be successful with this whole AI train is the people that are able to come in, articulate, execute, and speed. All right, and for the final section here today, so I just want to kind of end it off with this. And one thing I'm noticing that speed and advantage and execution are huge right now, especially as we go into this new AI trend. Everybody has access to the same tools. Everybody can go in there and vibe code and everything like that. But I feel like this is what the real unlock that nobody's preparing us for. The advantage today doesn't go to the smartest person or the most technical or the big person with the biggest team. It simply comes down to the person with the clearest outcome and the fastest decisions to execute on that outcome once they get it right. AI makes the gap between idea and execution almost staying there invisible, right? And the only thing that kind of really separates the people is how fast that they are able to articulate the outcome. Most people freeze because they overthink. I overthink sometimes, and I have to get out that way of like, don't overthink it. Like, or if you do have chat GPT or have AI to simplify it for you so that you're not overthinking it and it's as clear as possible, right? And then, like I said, I think when it comes down to it, people, you never describe the destination so the machine can't drive. But people who win are the people. All they do is simply say, "This is the outcome. These are the guardrails, and then this is what it looks like on a complete finished scale," and they run it, and then they execute on it. Those are the people who are going to be able to come in and take advantage of this and be successful in light years ahead of everybody else who's using it for basic use cases. I will say this though, and I think the biggest thing and takeaway from this video is going to be, you don't need permission anymore to create content or bring people into your world. I always think of it like this now. If you can articulate the outcome on command, you become unstoppable. You own your own studio. You own your own team. You own your own media team. You own your own execution machine. You don't need permission. You don't need a green light. You don't have to go to Hollywood anymore to create content or to be quote unquote famous anymore, right? You can simply have these tools to give you ideas to create content. You can have these AI tools help you within your business to fastly grow. Like, I sit back and think about, man, our ancestors and them probably would kill to have, the convenience that we have nowadays and the tools that we have access to. I really think that we're living in what's the word I'm looking for? I really think we're living in a great time right now. Now, it may be scary because it's uncharted territories, but if you look back throughout history, you can kind of see the trends. Everybody was scared of electricity and thought it was witchcraft at first. Now we can't live without electricity. The most recent one was the internet boom. Back in the 1990s or early 2000s, everybody was like, what is this internet thing? Now we can't live without internet, right? When the cell phones came out and started having more advanced cell phones and everything, oh, what is this? This is something new. Now everybody can't live without their cell phones, and our cell phones are turned into mini computers staying there. So I really think it's just an evolution of how the world works, but I really think that we shouldn't be afraid of this AI thing, but instead try to find ways to be able to use it, capitalize off of it, and see how we can take advantage to bring people into our world and help execute on our own ideas and thought processes and help us expand and be better. Because like I said, we pretty much have our own mentor within our pocket now at any moment to access that can give you unlimited information, create you unlimited game plans, do things that we never even thought was possible before, just like that. So it cuts down our work process and makes things a lot easier for us to do. So once again, I'll end this message off. You don't need permission to go out and create anymore. Go out there, execute, and remember, be the director.
To gold in the pale moonlight from the concrete roads. Success takes flight, smooth steps to the top. Call me K. Wright.